Republican Congressman Mike Kelly from the great state of Pennsylvania may have ruined his own career by filing an election challenge lawsuit in the state of Pennsylvania that has already, by the way, been tossed out by the Pennsylvania Supreme Court. But nevertheless, Congressman Kelly files a lawsuit claiming that the results in Pennsylvania were fraudulent and that you can't trust them. Mike Kelly also won his election in the state of Pennsylvania, the state that he now says you can't trust the results, even though those results gave him 2 years as a congressman. So what do you do? Sure, the Supreme Court threw out the case, right? Pennsylvania is going to Joe Biden. All of the election results are going to stand. But Mike Kelly apparently doesn't think he won. So Democrats in Congress are maybe considering taking action, and that action might be to not seat him when the new Congress is sworn in. Democratic Representative Mark Elias has now come out and said, actually he said it on Twitter, here it is, he said, I stand by this, even though the PA Supreme Court dismissed this lawsuit, Congressman Mike Kelly's effort to block certification of his own election warrants a review by House admin. If he doesn't think his election should be certified, the House should not seat him. Now, we'll get into whether or not that can or can't happen in just a moment. But I love this tactic here. And I think it's time the Democrats fought back this way. Go out there and tell these Republicans who won their elections, but they're putting their own, career on the line in defending Trump and trying to say everything is fraudulent. Go out there and tell them, okay, if you think it's fraudulent, then you can't accept the results either. And that means you're not in office. So are they still fraudulent? Or do you want to take your statement back? Because that's all Mark Elias is trying to get him to do. He's just trying to get him to admit, okay, maybe it's correct. Maybe some of the Pennsylvania votes were not fraudulent. The ones that were for me were not fraudulent. The ones that were not for Trump are fraudulent. Even if some of those were not for Trump but for me, then maybe those could be, I don't know. Yeah. He's trying to poke holes in your logic because, well, that's really all you can do with it because it's such faulty logic. Now, can he do this? No. The Supreme Court ruled in 1969 that neither the House nor the Senate can deny a seat to a duly elected member, which means there is literally nothing these Democrats can do whatsoever to prevent Mike Kelly from being a part of the new Congress until after he is sworn in. Because once he is sworn in, they actually do have the authority to hold a vote to kick him out. Now, is that going to happen? The answer to that is also absolutely not. Because you've got to have 2/3 of the House of Representatives vote to kick somebody out in order to kick them out. But the power is there. You can't do anything until they're sworn in, but the second they are sworn in, oh man, you certainly do have that threat. You have that power. You just don't have the votes to do it, unfortunately. But this isn't about actually kicking this dude out of Congress. Mike Kelly is not actually in danger of losing his job. What this is an attempt to point out to these idiotic Republicans how stupid their arguments are. Because they are. What Mike Kelly is doing in Pennsylvania is stupid, trying to delay certification of an election that he won, but Trump lost. That's all this is about. You won. You're safe. You have nothing to worry about as long as you don't try to undo it. And Mike Kelly comes out and says, well, I'll be gosh darn, I'm going to undo it. Yeah, not a smart career move, bud. Luckily for you, nothing can happen to you, except, of course, you go down as the guy that almost ended his own career trying to protect the dying career of Donald Trump.